Hello everybody, Jonathan Rayo here with Simplified Guitar, and in this lesson I want to teach you how to play the song Imagine. As usual, I'm going to play through the song for you first, and afterwards I will break it down and explain it to you in more detail. Make sure to stick around for that. For now, let's go ahead and get started playing through the song.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one.
So for this song, I'm using the C chord family, but I'm playing it with my capo on the 3rd fret. So that's going to put me in the key of E flat, even though I'm using the C chord family chords. Now we have a good handful of chords for this song, but all of them are fairly simple. I've eliminated any bar chords, so we're only going to be using chords where we don't have to bar anything, which makes things a lot easier. So the first chord we have is the C chord, which is going to be the root chord for the chord family we're playing in. And that's going to look like this. And from C, we're going to go to C major 7. And even though it sounds like a complicated chord, it's actually very simple. All we're going to do from C to go to C major 7 is just remove our first finger. And that's it. Okay? Now, something to keep in mind when playing the C and the C major 7 is we need to start on the A string. We're not going to play the low E string, So we need to make sure that we don't do that. And if we want, you can take your thumb and touch the low E string so it's muted. In case you accidentally do hit it while you're strumming, it's not going to resonate. After C major 7, we have the F over C, which is going to look like this. So all I'm going to do, if I'm playing a C chord, to go to F over C, I'm just going to take my pinky and put it down on the 3rd fret of the D string, drop my second finger down a string to the 2nd fret of the G string, and that's it. I'm just going to play now from the A string down. And this F over C chord is a great alternative to the traditional way to play an F, and which would be like this. We could either play an F like this, but if we play this F, we have to bar the E and B string with our 1st finger. Or we can play F like this, which is a full bar chord. So either one of those, you have to bar something. So this F over C, you don't have to bar anything, and it sounds really nice when you use it in the C chord family. So in the bridge, we're going to go from that F over C to an A minor. And then we have a D minor 7. And in the chorus, we're also going to throw in an E major, which looks like this. And then an E7. And all we need to do, if we're on E major here, just E, all we're going to do an E7 is remove our 3rd finger. Okay, and that's it. Okay, E major, E7. Now you may have noticed when I was playing the song that I'm adding a little extra something when I'm playing the F chord, the F over C chord in the verses. And I just want to show you what I'm doing. You don't have to do this, you can ignore it and just play through the F over C the whole time you're holding it. But especially when you're holding a chord for a long time, you can add little things like this, hammers and pull-offs. That's what I'm doing here. And so let me just show you how you can do this if you want. So the first thing I do during the 2nd measure of playing the F over C chord is I do a hammer with my 2nd finger. Okay, so I'm usually for the F over C chord, my 2nd finger is pressing down on the 2nd fret of the G string. But what I'm going to do for that 1st beat of the 2nd measure is I'm going to play without my 2nd finger down. I'm going to strum it like this while it's resonating. Before I go to beat 2 and strum that 2nd beat, I'm going to take that 2nd finger and smack it down. I'm going to hit it down on that G string, okay? And it's going to make the note change. Even though I'm not strumming it, we're going to hear that note change. And the exact opposite of that is a pull-off, where we start off with our finger down, we strum it with our strumming hand, and then we pull off of the string after we strum. So we can do both of them together if we want. For the strum pattern for this song, we're going to be using the driving pattern, which is a nice, simple 4-beat strum pattern. We're going to have 4 down strums with an up strum added after beat 4, and then we're going to repeat. It's also important that we put emphasis on beat 1 and 3. So every other beat, we're going to strum harder, okay? So we strum harder on 1 and 3, softer on 2 and 4. So I'm just going to hold the C chord, and I'm going to play that strum pattern slowly and count out the beats so that you can hear what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 1. All right, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next lesson. Take care.